A very pleasant greeting to all our dear viewers here on Africa TV, and it's another edition to have a newspaper review. It's another time to digest news. It's another time to have conversation about news, about what is trending in our country today. And we have different kinds of newspaper review here in our country that we have to talk about, right from the Punch newspaper, from the Vanguard newspaper, from the Nation newspaper, from the Premium Times newspaper here on Africa TV. My name is Deborah Adebayo. I'm not here alone. With me in the studio this morning is...
My name is Isilope Adako. Thank you so much for joining us on Africa TV. We have various newspapers to review and to bring to our attention. We have from Daily Post, we have from Sahara Reporters, we have from Vanguard newspaper. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you for joining us once again. Right in front of me this morning, I have from the Punch newspaper, whereby it says, again, NNPCL hikes petrol price, fixes 1,060 naira per litre of fuel.
I have from Sahara Reporters that says Nigerian inmates to get 1,150 naira daily feeding allowance in 2025 budget.
Also in front of me, I have from the Vanguard newspaper. From the Vanguard newspaper this morning, it says, power will be restored back to the north in 72 hours, says the federal government.
And I have another one from Vanguard newspaper that says, UNN lecturer regains freedom as police foil another kidnapping attempt in Enugu.
And the last newspaper with me that I will be talking about this morning is from the Nation newspaper, whereby it says, I have never had sex with male teenagers. This was said by suspended RCCG pastor.
And lastly, I have from Daily Post, it says, Timothy Adegoke's murder. Appeal court adjourned for judgment.
So let's dive in the full news story. Let's know what it's talking about. Let's have the insight of what the stories is talking about this morning. Again, from me is from the Punch newspaper, whereby it says, again, NNPCL hikes petrol prices, fix 1,060 naira per litre. This was coming from the Punch newspaper. It says, barely 3 weeks after raising the price of premium motor spirit, which is popularly known as petrol, Nigerians were outraged when the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited on Tuesday adjusted the pump price of the commodity as oil marketers foresee further price hike in short term. The national oil firm raised the retail price of petrol in Abuja to 1,016 naira per litre from 1,030 naira per litre. One of our correspondents observed across multiple NNPCL stations in the Federal Capital Territory on Tuesday. This is so alarming, and this is so concerned and frustrated at the same time. Whereby it's also sad, whereby we'll be hearing that the 001 of this country, the president and president of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been saying that the petrol will go back to its normal prices from 64 liters to 63 liters.
It is going higher.
Huh.
The inflation is just really crazy, and it's sad.
Seriously, so sad. Now, it was said on Tuesday, which is yesterday, from 1,030 naira. Today they are buying it 1,060 naira per litre.
You cannot even go to a petrol station and expect to buy petrol the same amount you bought it the previous day.
And seriously, I think it's not even only fuel again. All commodities.
You can't be sure of the prices.
You can't. You can go like in a minute time. I wanted to buy this thing, and in a minute time you go back, they will tell you that the price has changed.
And it's so scary that even if you don't have the money for it yet, you are forced to buy it because you are scared that the prices might change.
Yes,
it's just really
so sad. Please, we want the president of the nation to look into this matter. It affects each and every one of us in the country.
And I have a headline from Sahara Reporters Nigerian inmates to get 1,150 naira daily feeding allowance in 2025 budget.
Wow.
Let's get into the story. The Nigerian government, through the Correctional Service, has disclosed that there will be an increment in the money earmarked for the feeding of inmates nationwide. This was revealed by the spokesperson for the Nasarawa State NCOS Command, Stephen Aben, who said the increments will be reflected in the proposed 2025 budget. Aben explained that the adjustments aim to align with current economic realities. It said the increase to 1,150 naira per day from 750 naira was a government approved measure to improve inmate welfare and address nutritional concerns. I'm wondering how 1,150 naira per day is going to improve their welfare and address their nutritional concerns. What can 150 naira do in
Seriously.
2025? Not even this current
Not even
year.
this current year.
Not for this current economy.
Wow.
It's for 2025. When I'm very, very sure that things would have, gone times two of what it is now.
Definitely, definitely.
I'm wondering how they were surviving. How they are actually surviving with 750 naira per day. 750 naira per day. That's like
They barely survived
that's
with
like
that.
375 in the morning and then 375 in the night. How are they supposed to do it? And then I learned that the daily allocation for each dog maintained by the service is 800 naira. While inmates, human beings, are allocated 750 naira per day. Like dogs, allocated 800 naira per day. And now the government is saying that in 2025, they will increase it to 1,150 naira. I really wonder how that would help them. How that will help their welfare and their nutritional concerns.
It's
really
so
curious.
saddening.
It's so sad.
Everything is
so
just
sad.
Up and here, like you don't even know what to think anymore. In the next minute, you'll be talking about something. In the next minute, you will discover that things has gone far already. It's quite unfortunate, very, very quite unfortunate, because 2025 that they are even talking about, we don't even know what to expect.
You don't know.
We don't know what to expect. Things can change.
So not to be pessimistic, it's not looking like this country is going anywhere better.
Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. But I think right from now, changes should happen, not waiting to 2025 before you see.
The year is almost over.
Almost over.
Since we started another regime, it has just become worse and worse.
To be sincere, that's the bitter truth.
I just really hope that it gets better in 2025. Where 1,150 naira can feed them and to be enough.
Wow.
We just really hope so.
We hope so. We hope so.
Maybe by then we'll be buying
our fingers are crossed.
Yeah. Maybe by then we'll be buying 50 kg of rice for 20,000.
20,000 and gas. Gas will be maybe 200 per kg or 100 naira.
Because that's the only way 1,150 naira can really suffer.
It is fine. So moving forward from the Vanguard newspaper this morning with me, I have power will be restored back to the north in 72 hours. This was said by the federal government. We've been hearing the news whereby in some states in the north has been power shortage, like they didn't have electricity all over their own country. So let's read what is here. It is the federal government said yesterday electricity will be restored to the northern Nigerian within the next 3 days. 3 days. Speaking in Abuja while responding to questions from members of the Senate Committee on Power, led by Senator Enyinaye Abaribe of APGA Abia South, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, who disclosed that power will get there in the next 72 hours, said that as a temporary measure, power will be supplied through the Ngwanji Makodi transmission line, which could cover approximately 80% of affected states. He said power will be restored to the north in 2 to 3 days. We will use the Ngwanji Makodi transmission line for temporary purposes. So this was said from the Vanguard newspaper. We hope so. also because it has been affecting them, to be
It has been
sincere.
affecting.
Like northern region has been on low, I mean, no electricity. They have been on in darkness for quite some time now, and we hope that the federal government will keep to their promises whereby they restore back their light.
Because I cannot even imagine what they are going through.
Yes,
What
yes.
people that need electricity to survive, to move their businesses,
Mm-hmm.
how they are coping. I really wonder those that into frozen food,
Yes.
or like the builders that need to depend on electricity to survive. It's just really sad, and we hope that the government would.
We hope that
do
please the
something
federal
about this.
government should do something quickly if it can be done before that 72 hours. We will really appreciate that.
Because life are stakes there.
Yes,
Life are
yes,
stakes.
yes, yes.
There's another newspaper from Vanguard that says UNN lecturer regains freedom as police foil another kidnapping attempt in Enugu. Professor Ujam, a lecturer at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN, has regained his freedom after being kidnapped by gunmen. The police reported that Ujam escaped his captors following an operation by the Enugu State Police Command on October 28, 2024. This operation occurred around 7:10 p.m. at the Inke Uno area of the Enugu Road, where police foiled a kidnapping attempt. Ujam had been abducted on October 26 on the Nsukka Road. During the police operation, a gunfight ensued with the suspects. Both fled with gunshot wounds, leaving behind an AK-47 rifle, 2 magazines with 22 rounds of ammunition, and a chain of 39 live rounds. I would thank God for the safety. We thank God that it was able to regain freedom, that it was able to escape from their captivity. Because if it's wearing for the police intervention, this might not have happened.
Definitely.
Because they were to prevent another kidnapping case from happening when they went.
Wow.
And luckily, yes, that was how it was able to
rescued.
Yes, that's how it was able to be rescued. We are just glad. And yesterday as well, I learned that a priest in Edo State was kidnapped. And demanded, the kidnappers are demanded for 200 million as ransom.
God.
And meanwhile, he was kidnapped with 2 other children, but the priest he appealed that they should let the children go.
Wow.
And then just take only him. And now the kidnappers are demanding for 200 million naira. Oh well, it's just really sad that every day we're getting cases of kidnapping, we're getting cases of death. We hope that the security in the country would
has to be tight.
It has to be. It has to be.
Thank you for that, Titi. With me, the last newspaper with me this morning is from the Nation newspaper. It says, I have never had sex with male teenagers. This was said by the suspended RCCG pastor. Pastor Ayorinde Adebelu, recently suspended by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, has denied allegation of homosexuality. In an Instagram post, Adebelu addressed the claims with explanation that his initial silence was misconstrued as admission of guilt, prompting his response. In his statement, he denied demanding sex from male for assistance or position, stating God is the sole authority in granting position and platforms. Wow. Adebelu expressed disappointment at the misrepresentation of his words on WhatsApp, taken out of context to portray him falsely. He wrote in a statement, in the past few days, some allegations were made against me and some other via a blog on social media known as Just Lover. This story is, it's been like alleged, like allegation, not confirmed yet. But I think for this kind of thing to arise, they will have been seeing a sign.
Having suspicions that it happened. It really
happened, because I don't see whereby you are not working in suspicious things and they will just claim to take action by suspending you. I think he said this story said that maybe the person is for the position, maybe they want to take him to a higher rank, maybe he's demanding for that kind of thing so that that person will be granted the position of the thing. But he came live whereby he was saying that all these allegations were
That's
false.
false.
And I truly hope it is false because
Yes,
it
we
is
cannot
not,
know the truth.
yes,
We cannot know
yes,
anything.
it is not a thing of joy whereby you see someone you call your spiritual father or your spiritual authority
practicing
being found in this
homosexuality.
kind of
Ah, no.
homosexuality things whereby they have been prayed in church.
Imagine, the mighty
So,
holy hands on
yes,
you. Meanwhile,
yes.
he has been doing some other kind of things behind.
We hope and this is a false allegation, and if
Yeah, we really hope so.
we really hope so that it's a false allegation from this end.
Oh, well, lastly, I have from Vanguard again, and it says Timothy Adegoke's murder. Appeal court adjourned for judgment. The appeal court in Akure on Tuesday adjourned for judgment a case in the murder of a postgraduate student of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Timothy Adegoke, at the Hilton Hotel and Resort, Ike Ileife, Osun. The three-man jury, headed by Justice Olufemi Akeju, held that the date for judgment will be communicated to the two counsels, Mr. Femi Falano, SAN, and Mr. Kende Eleja, after both adopted their written addresses. Recall that the Osun State High Court on May 30, 2023, sentenced the owner of Hilton Hotel and Resort, Ile-Ife, Dr. Ramon Adedoyin, and staff, Adeniyi Aderoba, and Oyetunde Kazeem, to death by hanging for Adegoke's murder. I don't know if you can recall the story.
Definitely,
It was 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, where they found a postgraduate, body lifeless in the hotel, and then the owner of the hotel, the son, and other stuff conspired. They wanted to, they actually hid the body, so from preventing their crimes. And then the police found out. They found this body, and they were arraigned in court. And last year, 2023, we heard that they were going to be sentenced to death by hanging. And now we are hearing another thing that the court has adjourned, has adjourned for judgment.
Wow.
Appeal court for judgment. And they're saying that the evidence that were submitted are not enough to convict them.
Wow.
Just when last year they were saying they were going to die by hanging. And now you're saying that the evidence
are not
good
good enough
to prove their crimes. It's just really funny. We just really hope that they investigate properly.
Yes.
Because if there is no tangible evidence, they cannot be. They will have to be let go.
Yes.
Because there's no proof that they committed a crime. We just really hope that there would not be some fishy things behind.
Yes.
And that the boy that died or the man that died will get justice. Rightly.
It's quite sad, and it's taken forever to come to judgment, whereby you have seen these things, but let's hope that they are still looking for more evidence.
Because I don't know what has happened to the 2023 hanging to death, and now it is they're appealing. We just really hope that
the right things. Yes.
So yeah, that's all we have for you today. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you again for joining us in Africa's TV. See you again tomorrow. My name is Titilope Adako.
And with me, do well to read any news story, any Nigerian dailies that caught your attention this morning. My name is Deborah Adibayo. Keep tuned, keep note at Africa Edge TV. Bye for now.